Coming up, historically hot weather hits Flagstaff. Plus, an accident leaves thousands of eggs on the I-40. The news is next.
NAZ Today, Northern Arizona's local news.
Good evening and welcome to NAZ Today. I'm Aishaya Tanaka.
And I'm Riley Kickbush. Thanks for tuning in. Heat is the word across Arizona and here in Flagstaff.
The National Weather Service calls it historically hot for this time of year. NAZ Today's student forecaster Natalia Tucker has been following this heat wave and joins us now with details. Natalia?
We will be experiencing summer-like heat in Flagstaff this week, reaching highs in the 80s. This is part of a broader trend across the entire Arizona region, with temperatures at 20 to 30 degrees above average. Multiple regions across the state have surpassed previous record highs, and many have issued extreme heat warnings. With what the National Weather Service has described as historically warm temperatures, Flagstaff residents are adjusting. NAZ Today's Dylan Mishima has been out and about in the heat today. He joins us with more.
Right now across Arizona, temperatures are unusually high, reaching 20 to 30 degrees above the average this time of year. Here in Flagstaff, people are feeling the heat. Here's how they feel about it.
I'm loving it, early springtime. It's good weather. Glad the cold snaps are gone.
Climate's changing and the global is warming, so, doesn't seem like they'll have much snow for the rest of the season too. So.
It's definitely nice out there, but that's very unusual. Megan Taylor from the National Weather Service says that this heat will be here for several days.
The weather pattern that we're seeing right now is a really strong ridge of high pressure that's building over much of the western United States. And the strength of this high pressure is normally what we would see like in the summer, early summer, June.
When will things cool down? Natalia Tucker will bring us more with the weather.
Friends of the 18-year-old who passed away during a fraternity initiation event say they are planning a memorial to remember him.
Colin Daniel Martinez's autopsy report revealed that when he died, his blood alcohol level was 0.425, many times the legal limit for driving. 3 student officers of the Delta Tau Delta fraternity were taken into custody but were released while County Attorney Amon Barker decides whether to file charges. The local chapter of the fraternity has been shut down by the national organization. The U.S. House of Representatives has passed a bill to restore fire damage at the North Rim of the Grand Canyon. The North Rim Restoration Act would provide money and resources for reconstruction. The bill, sponsored by Representative Eli Crane, now heads to the Senate. The North Rim was ravaged by the 140,000-acre Dragon Bravo fire last summer. Since this year marks the 100th anniversary of Route 66, you might be looking for some sights to see. The Petrified Forest National Park is the only park where the highway goes directly through.
That's right. It's a place where you can see how the forces of nature turned living trees into stone, along with dinosaur bones and other fossils. NAZ Today's Artemis Diaz visited the park and joins us with more.
I spent several hours in the Petrified Forest where I saw some amazing things and learned a few things as well.
There is so much to see, from beautiful fossilized trees to barren badland desert landscapes, and an interesting visitor center. These parts are known for hot, arid deserts, but that wasn't the case 250 million years ago, during the Triassic period, the dawn of the dinosaurs.
Here it would have been a tropical rainforest at the time. So that means the trees that are out here are a very distant relative to our modern-day pine trees.
Severe flooding and volcanic activity killed the forest ecosystem, but froze it in time.
You have your tree, it's already dead and lost all of its limbs, and it falls into a river system. These river systems are also composed of like ash, silt, sand, so they're going to be very rich in minerals.
The wood soaked up minerals for thousands of years, eventually crystallizing. There isn't as much petrified wood here today than there was 50 years ago because people have taken it, That's illegal and can result in stiff fines. Not only that, but some people say that the wood can lead to bad luck. Park rangers collect hundreds of returned pieces of wood and apology letters in what they call conscience piles.
A gentleman who tried to take a piece of petrified wood, and after doing so, he ended up getting blisters on his feet, he was having relationship troubles with his girlfriend, his bike was in shambles, and inevitably he ended up bringing it back.
Visitors looking to avoid the so-called curse can buy wood legally at places like Jim Gray's Petrified Wood Company, a family business that's been operating for 60 years.
We have private land outside of the park, and we own the mineral rights to that land.
The Holbrook area has the highest concentration of petrified wood and some of the rarest types.
So this is the most rare. It's chromium wood.
While there are other petrified forests, Valdez says Arizona's is the most unique.
Our petrified wood is so special. It's the only place you'll find the rainbow wood.
It was a great day, and I'd go there again. While you're at the park, you might want to visit the Painted Desert nearby. You won't have any additional fees to pay. Back to you.
Some victims of a string of car burglaries at the Hilltop Student Housing Complex are getting their property back. According to our friends at CAF Radio, Flagstaff police served a search warrant at an off-campus residence where they found some property. Detectives also identified stolen property at local pawn shops. 5 people were arrested in January in connection with the burglaries.
A messy situation on I-40 near Winona this morning. A truck overturned, spilling thousands of eggs, enough to block westbound traffic. The truck collided with a flatbed trailer that was parked in the emergency lane due to a flat tire. Thanks to quick work by highway crews, the scrambled egg mess was cleaned up and the road reopened. The driver of the egg truck was left with minor injuries, and the driver of the flatbed was not hurt.
As the saying goes, one man's trash is another's treasure. Local artists have an exhibit that shows just how true this saying is.
The annual Recycled Arts exhibit was unveiled over the weekend. NAZ Today's Natalia Tucker joins us with more.
Everything from cardboard boxes to items headed for the landfill are now works of art. It's the 23rd year for the Recycled Art exhibition, and we got a closer look on Saturday.
This year's exhibition features new pieces, all of them made with junk. The display contains a variety of creations with lighthearted, practical, political, and inspirational themes.
I'm a brain tumor patient, and that is how I cope with anxiety about my brain tumors. I take my dark and grainy MRIs, and I color them and sparkle them and make them lighter and more playful.
Displayed in the Market of Dreams on 4th Street, these pieces reimagine trash as treasure. Even the city of Flagstaff created recycled art, repurposing old, inefficient faucet aerators.
It felt very important to us to be able to connect with people in a more visceral way to, really make them feel something and connect to conservation.
Other materials recycled by artists include Amazon boxes, glass, and littered trinkets. At the opening reception, artists received a range of awards, from most humorous to most elegant. Those who visit the exhibition are able to vote for the People's Choice Award.
Just goes to show that you could do so many things with stuff that would normally just be discarded, wind up in landfills, polluting the planet.
For Frankel, this year's exhibition is another step toward rebuilding the show. After the pandemic, participation dropped, but that number is steadily growing.
And slowly but surely, I think within the next couple of years, we'll be back to full strength.
The exhibit is free and open to the public, with many of the recycled pieces available for purchase. Located in the Market of Dreams at 4th Street and 7th Avenue, it was on display every day from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. through April 12th.
The first Indigenous person to become the U.S. Poet Laureate is speaking at the NAU campus this evening. The NAU Honors College will host the 23rd Poet Laureate, Joy Harjo, who was appointed in 2019 and served three terms up until 2022. She signed books late this afternoon and will speak at 7 p.m. at Prochnow Auditorium. NAU Honors College Dean Kevin Gustafsson says Harjo was a natural choice to bring to NAU, given the area's rich Indigenous history, culture, and heritage.
Burlington Coat Factory is coming to Flagstaff in the space left vacant by the bankrupt Joann's Fabric Store. This fills a big hole in the Varsity Shopping Center along Milton Road. Burlington currently has 30 locations in Arizona. The Flagstaff store is expected to open in the next few months. Coming up, our pet of the week, a playful pup named Dobie.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? But now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear. Call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Meet the Scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org. You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
This week's Pet of the Week from Coconino Humane Association is quite a handful.
2-year-old Dobie is a rambunctious lab mix who loves to run and hike. NAZ Today's Andrea Ledesma introduces us.
Dobie has been at the shelter for a couple months and is ready to find a family who is active and loves the outdoors.
He's very active, very high energy, loves to go for walks, he loves to go running. He bonds really well, he attaches to people.
Dobie gets along well with other pets, but has a preference for female dogs.
He wants a girlfriend, he doesn't want boys. He's a ladies' man, and that's okay. He can be a little bit pushy when he plays with new dogs, but not in an aggressive way, just kind of like your annoying younger sibling that will just never leave you alone. That's kind of how he is.
An ideal home for this boy is with someone who can train him and take him on outdoor adventures.
He is good with children, but I would recommend that he doesn't go to a home with young kids. I would say high school and up. But I think he would thrive with a single person or a young couple that's outside all the time. He's a hiker's dream. He could just go and go and go and go. He will hike with you for miles and miles.
Dobie has a good temperament and will sit when you ask him to. He is food motivated and likes to train.
His ideal home is just someone who's really active, who's dedicated to his training and like playing with him. pretty much any spare second of the day.
Dobie is up to date on all of his vaccines and is ready to be adopted. For more information, visit coconinohumane.org. Andrea Ledesma, NAZ Today.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Give kisses. Give kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
I just found out my work party is a +1. You want to go? This is my boss, Ella.
Nice to meet you, Greg.
You're welcome. Nope, I'm high. But I'll clean the kitchen while you're gone.
You're already making good decisions when you're high.
Pool party at Jesse's. Can you drive? I'm toasted.
Nope, I'm high. But I can order us a ride.
Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Hello, my name is Natalia Tucker and I will be your weather forecaster this evening. Right now in Flagstaff, we are at 75 degrees, which is hot compared to our usual temperatures at this time of year. We have winds at 10 miles per hour and humidity at 8%. The hot temperatures in Flagstaff are true for the rest of the northern Arizona region. We've got Grand Canyon at 74, Winslow at 81, and Taylor at 77. For the rest of Arizona, the hot temperatures are here. Phoenix is at 99, right on the brink of 100 degrees. And we've got Tucson at 93 and Page at 80. We have no cloud coverage right now, so those hot temperatures might feel just a little bit hotter. For our 5-day forecast, we have temperatures in the 80s and 70s the next 5 days. On Thursday, we will be at a high of 84 degrees with a low of 37, and that will be very similar on Friday with a high of 84 and a low of 39. Saturday, temperatures will begin to cool down a little bit with a high of 78 and a low of 40. Sunday, high of 73 and a low of 38. And Monday, once again, similar to Sunday, high of 72, low of 38. That's all the weather I have for you this evening. Stay tuned for more.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Fast-paced family life in need of a slowdown?
Hello, I'm Dr.
Mr. Spruce. Did you know all those green shapes on maps are parks and forests? It's true. Visit discovertheforest.org and plan to visit a park or forest near you, instead of just wondering what it would have been like.
While the word forest might make you think of distant lands from far, far away, please note parks and forests are closer than you think, which means things like beautiful scenery, fresh air, and family time are also closer than you think.
One scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
When the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
I'm relying on luck, but who knows if it'll be on my side.
When it comes to disasters and emergencies, it's not a matter of if, but when. Take control. 1. Assess your needs. 2. Make a plan. 3. Engage your support network. Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell.
You know what, guys? There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but things changed. Teaching didn't seem that cool anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Amazing things are happening in teaching, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Welcome back. My name is Reese Clark, and I'll be your sports reporter for the night. An announcement came from former NAU basketball player Carson Tout yesterday. Tout signed as an undrafted free agent, not for basketball, but as a tight end for the Indianapolis Colts. The former Lumberjack will attempt to transition to the position despite never playing football before. The unique move has sparked plenty of reaction from fans online, and it will be interesting to see how he adapts from the court to the field. Now back on the court, both NAU basketball teams lost their first games of Starch Madness, finalizing their seasons. The men's team faced Idaho State. The Lumberjacks were able to cut a 23-point deficit down to 5 points with just over a minute left in the game, but it wasn't enough. The Jacks fell to the Bengals 73-65. The women's team felt a similar heartbreak.
It's the shot off. White, no! And the Lady Grizz hold on to advance!
Despite their effort, the Jacks lost to Montana 61-60. Freshman Naomi White attempted a buzzer beater in her last efforts, but missed. This sealed a win for the Grizz and a goodbye to NAU's basketball season. NAU has named Tanya Vogel as the interim athletic director after the unexpected departure of Yuri Farkas. The university partnered with an athletics leadership search firm to bring Vogel to the Lumberjacks. But Vogel is no stranger to Flagstaff, previously serving as NAU's Senior Associate Athletics Director from 2012 to 2015. The NAU track and field team wrapped up a historic indoor season this past weekend. Senior Colin Solomon walked away as a two-time national champion. He took the victory in the 3,000 meter and anchored the men's distance medley relay team with style.
It's looking all NAU with fresh legs on Colin Solomon. Going to bring it home. There's no collegiate record because this 1,600-meter leg is not that fast, but it doesn't matter. It's a national championship, and it's their first one ever, so it was worth the sacrifice.
This was the first distance medley relay title in team history. By the end of the weekend, the Jacks left as 7th place overall, and I look forward to seeing how they carry this momentum into the outdoor season. Now, speaking of awards, NAU Sports and Adventure Media Program faculty lead Rory Faust was honored with SBS Professor of the Year.
Ultimately, this is about you guys, and everything. I mean, this is super cool, but it's just because I care so much about you guys. And I just want to see you guys succeed in whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's in media or just life in general, more importantly.
That's all the sports I have for you tonight. Stay tuned for your weather recap with Natalia Tucker after the break.
You wouldn't let money just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
High temperatures are coming to Flagstaff this weekend. We're having temperatures in the 80s and 70s over the next 5 days, and mostly sunny skies.
What a mess on the I-40 this morning. Eggs everywhere. Speaking of eggs, how do you guys like yours?
Ooh, I am particular. I really like over easy, but I have to add some chili oil to it.
That sounds good.
I'm not a huge fan of eggs, I'm not gonna lie, so I don't know.
I love them scrambled, and I love them with some hot sauce.
Hot sauce and salsa with scrambled eggs is definitely my way to go.
Oh yeah.
And that's all that we have for you tonight. Tune in for next week and more news, sports, weather. Good night.